Hi everyone, welcome to Three Guys English. My name is John. Thank you for stopping by today. We are going to be talking about the passive voice. Please stay there. I know this is a little more complex. Today we're going to be very gentle and easy, okay? That is the goal. Really simple today. We're going to talk a little bit about getting back to basics, a very short and general grammar review, all right? After that, we're going to talk about what the passive voice is. Okay, we're not going to do a lot of grammar today. We're just going to talk about what it is. The next thing is we're going to talk about when and why we use the passive voice and have the differences between those. And finally, we're going to do a little bit of practice. So stick with me, sit tight, and let's get started. Here we go. So a quick review, as I promised. In a standard English sentence, you have three main parts: the subject, the verb, and the object, okay? And usually it's in that order: subject, verb, object. Okay, the subject is the main noun, person, place, thing, or idea, and the subject does the verb. Okay, the verb is the action or the state. Don't worry about that right now. It's the action of the sentence, okay? It's what happens. The object is another noun, okay? It receives the action of the verb, all right? So let's just take that and make an example, something that is very dear to me, all right? We're going to say, many people love tacos. I know not everybody loves tacos, but I love tacos and many other people love tacos. In this sentence, we have a subject, many people, right? We have a verb, love, and we have an object, tacos. Okay, so the sentence has a subject, many people, as I said. They are performing a verb, that's love, and they are performing it to an object, tacos. This is the active voice, okay? Subject, verb, object. Okay, we have one more thing to review that we need to know to make the passive voice, and that is the past participle, okay? Again, we're going to take this really nice and easy, all right? So you probably already know it, but we're going to review just a little bit. Drink, for example. Drink is the present tense of the verb drink. So, for example, I drink beer. All right, the past tense, if you know, is drank, okay? Drink is an irregular verb, so the past tense is not an ed ending. Okay, so drink is the present tense. Drank is the past tense, as in I drank too much last night. And then the past participle is that third one, okay? So drunk is the past participle. I was very drunk last night. Okay, so drink, drank, drunk is an irregular verb. Other verbs, for example, walk, okay, walk, walked, walked. The past participle and the past tense are the same, so they're a little bit easier. One thing I want to tell you, I always encourage my students, when you learn a new verb, okay, learn the three ways. Learn the present, the past, and the past participle. This will always help you. The past participle is used to make other more complex verbs, and it can also be an adjective like drunk. So it's very useful, and please always learn the three forms, okay, every verb. So the active and the passive, what exactly is the difference? Well, the first one is that the active has SVO, subject, verb, object. And again, here's my example. Everyone loves tacos, right? Maybe not everyone, but 99% of people love tacos. Okay, the passive voice removes the subject. Okay, so everyone loves tacos, everyone goes away. All right, so, and then the object moves to the front of the sentence. So tacos comes forward. This is the grammar part. Okay, we're just gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna make you do anything right now. So it also changes the verb to be, some tense of be, and the past participle, okay? Again, we're really just talking about the passive voice today. Just nice and easy, all right? So, as I said, we're going to keep it nice and simple. Okay, so back to our example is everyone loves tacos. All right, we have tacos is the object. That comes to the front of the sentence. Then you get be and a past participle. Okay, so the verb is loves. Okay, we're going to add be and loved. So tacos are loved because tacos are plural, right? So we use are. And we are actually going to include the subject, okay? But now it's called the agent, all right? And we need to use the preposition by. Okay, so tacos are loved by everyone. Okay, why do we do the passive voice? There are basically 3.5 reasons why we use the passive voice. 3.5 good reasons. Okay, the first one is that the subject is understood, we know who they are, or is unknown, we don't know who they are, or they're unimportant because it's like saying they or it, okay? So those are the three first reason why we use the passive voice. Here's an example. Turkish people speak Turkish in Turkey. That's a lot of Turkey, all right? Now, in this case, we know that people are speaking Turkish, so we can definitely use passive voice here, all right? How does it look? In the passive voice, we say Turkish is spoken in Turkey, okay? So that's the first reason. Second reason is that you don't want to say the subject, okay? So, for example, John made a mistake. I'm John, okay? All right, I'm John, and we're friends. You and I, we're friends. So the boss comes in and says, what happened? We can use the passive here so that I don't get in trouble. All right, it looks like this. A mistake was made. Okay, we don't want to say John. We don't want to get me in trouble, so we use the passive voice. All right, the third reason we use the passive voice is to change the focus of a sentence. All right, for example, Leonardo da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa. All right, when you say this, the other person will start thinking about Da Vinci, but you want them to think about Mona Lisa. All right, so you say Da Vinci, and suddenly it's like, oh, Da Vinci, oh yeah, Da Vinci Code, what a good movie. Tom Hanks, oh, doesn't he have a new one on Netflix? All right, you don't want that. You want the person to think about Mona Lisa. So we will take Mona Lisa from the object, move her to the front. So here it is. The Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. All right, so I said 3.5 reasons, and the half reason is if you are a science student, okay, or if you are a science professional. All right, science doesn't care about the subject. All right, so here's an example. I added 30 milliliters of ethanol to the solution. Okay, now it's nothing personal. Okay, it's not. I'm not trying to be mean. It's nothing personal, but science doesn't care about you. Always use the passive in formal scientific writing and reporting. All right, so our example was I added 30 milliliters of ethanol to the solution. How do we make that passive? All right, we're going to say 30 milliliters of ethanol was added to the solution. And if you are making a solution with 30 milliliters of ethanol, you're probably making a cocktail. Okay, practice time. So I'm going to show you some sentences. You tell me, or your computer screen, say if they are active or passive. Okay, if they are passive, we will talk about why we are using the passive voice. If they're active, we'll talk about the subject and verbs. Okay, here we go. So, he swims every day. Is that active or passive? That one is active, okay? The subject is here, he. The verb is swims. And actually, we don't have an object. If you don't have an object in a sentence, you can't make the passive voice. That is for another video, okay? This is part 1. I will have other videos about the passive voice. Remember, today, really easy. Next one, mistakes were made. Is that active voice or is it passive voice? Yep, that is the passive voice. Okay, the subject is gone, all right? Mistakes is the object, were made. Who made them? I don't know. Why are we using the passive voice here? Well, maybe we don't want our friend to get in trouble. Maybe we don't want ourselves to get in trouble. Or maybe, honestly, we don't know who made the mistake, but that only there was a mistake. Next example, her purse was stolen last night. All right, is that active or is that passive voice? Yes, passive voice, okay? We don't know who stole her bag, so we just say it was stolen because we don't know the subject. Yeah. All right, next example. He can drink a lot of beer. Active or passive? I hope you said active. Yes, we have a subject, he. We have a modal verb, so can drink, and then we have a lot of beer. Beer is the object, okay? A lot of beer is modified. All right, be very careful with this one, all right? This is a sentence you probably know, you probably use, all right? You might say, I was born in America, or I was born in Europe, okay? And is this active or is this passive voice? This one's tricky. Look at it really closely. Okay, this is actually the passive voice. All right, so you've probably been using the passive voice and you didn't realize it, okay? The verb in this sentence comes from the verb to bear, which means to carry, all right? Bear, bore, born. Okay, so I was born on a Saturday night means that's the time you were born. Who bore you? Well, it was your mother. Okay, so we have actually removed the mother from this expression in English. All right, someone stole the password to my bank account. Uh-oh, okay. Someone stole the password to my bank account. Is that active voice or is that passive voice? I hope you said active voice. All right, very good. So yes, the subject here is someone. The verb is, of course, stole. And then the password is the object. To my bank account is a preposition. Okay, so here we go. All right, there it is. Nice work today. Here's a little bit of confetti. Duh. Okay, all right, so very good job. Remember, this video was just a practice video. Very easy. We were just talking about the differences and why we use the passive voice, okay? So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, I hope you did, remember to smash that like button and remember to subscribe. And thank you all very, very much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.